If your tomato plants look healthy but never deliver those thick, heavy fruits you see in seed catalogs, the problem isn't your seeds, the weather, or even pests. The real reason most tomatoes stay disappointingly small is hidden underground, and fixing it costs less than a cup of coffee. Today on Farm Basic, we're breaking down the simple, almost laughable soil secret that turns average tomato plants into absolute monsters loaded with massive fruit. Once you understand this, you'll never plant tomatoes the same way again. Why most tomatoes never reach their potential. Tomatoes are often called heavy feeders, but that phrase has misled generations of gardeners. Most people respond by dumping fertilizer on the soil surface week after week, hoping more nutrients will force bigger fruit. What tomatoes actually crave is not constant feeding from above, but stable access to minerals, moisture, oxygen, and biology deep in the root zone. When roots hit compacted soil, dry layers, or nutrient-poor ground, the plant quietly panics. Growth slows, flowers drop, fruits stay small, and honestly, no amount of surface feeding can fix it. The overlooked $2 secret hiding in plain sight, the solution is plain, untreated cardboard. Nothing fancy, no branding, no glossy coating. Used correctly, cardboard becomes a powerful underground tool that transforms soil structure and root behavior. Buried beneath tomato plants, it acts as a slow-release carbon layer that feeds soil microbes, attracts earthworms, holds moisture, and prevents nutrients from washing away. Instead of roots circling near the surface, they push downward into a rich living zone where growth just explodes. This single step quietly separates ordinary harvests from jaw-dropping, vine-bending tomatoes. What cardboard actually does in the soil? Unlike fresh organic matter that can heat up or temporarily steal nitrogen, cardboard breaks down slowly and steadily. As microbes digest it, they create humus, the dark, crumbly backbone of fertile soil. Earthworms are drawn straight to this layer, tunneling through it and leaving behind castings packed with plant-available nutrients. At the same time, the cardboard acts like a sponge. During heat waves, it holds moisture right where roots need it. Preparing the cardboard the right way. Success starts with using the right material. Only clean, untreated cardboard should go into the soil. Before planting, the cardboard must be fully soaked in water. This step is non-negotiable. Alright, so, you'll want to dig a hole that's deeper than you might usually go. I'd say at least 30 to 40 centimeters. Then go ahead and place a fully soaked piece of cardboard flat down at the bottom. After that, just add about 5 centimeters of finished compost right on top. Now you might be wondering why container tomatoes could benefit even more from this method. Well, this technique really shines in containers, since nutrients and moisture tend to escape pretty quickly through those drainage holes. When it comes to ground beds, it's best to focus on loosening the soil nice and deep, instead of just working on the surface. That way, the roots can really spread out, which honestly matters more than just piling on extra fertilizer. Alright folks, here's the deal. Apply the tea to the soil around the plant, not the leaves, once every 2 weeks. This feeds microbes first, which then feed the plant steadily and naturally. It's a simple routine, but boy, does it make a difference. Now, let's talk about watering. You want to water for size instead of stress. Inconsistent watering is one of the fastest ways to ruin fruit size and quality. It's really crucial to get this right, folks. Mulch that locks everything together. That's what we're aiming for here. After planting, apply a thick layer of organic mulch around each plant. Straw, dry leaves, or wood chips all work beautifully. Mulch reduces moisture loss, stabilizes soil temperature, suppresses weeds, and feeds soil life as it breaks down. It's like a little miracle worker in the garden. Light matters more than heat. Tomatoes need full sun, ideally 8 or more hours each day. Supporting plants before they need it. Big tomatoes mean heavy vines, and heavy vines need early support. Install cages or stakes while plants are still young. Waiting until fruit loads up risks stem damage and restricted airflow. Proper support keeps foliage off the soil, reduces disease pressure, and allows the plant to channel energy into fruit rather than survival. Pruning with purpose. Selective pruning helps direct energy into fewer larger tomatoes. Why this method keeps improving over time. As cardboard breaks down, it leaves behind stable organic matter that, permanently improves soil structure. Each season builds on the last. Worm populations increase, soil becomes darker and looser, and tomatoes grown in the same spot often improve rather than decline. This is the opposite of what many gardeners expect, but it's how living soil works. Mistakes that can undo your results. Glossy cardboard, skipping the soaking step, planting too shallowly, or over-fertilizing can all weaken the effect. Harvesting for peak size and flavor. Pick tomatoes when they're fully colored but still firm. If this method changed how you think about growing tomatoes, make sure to subscribe to Farm Basic for more practical soil-first gardening strategies. Share this with someone who still believes bigger harvests require more chemicals. Nature already solved this problem, we just have to remember how to listen.